Hey everyone, you're watching We Had That, and today I'm going to talk about the Shadow Elf Ranger Legion Builder figure from the Mythic Legions line. Up until this point, I've pretty much thought of the Legion Builder figures as being less expensive figures with maybe fewer accessories and definitely fewer paint apps. If you think about the Iron Knight Legion Builder or the Vampire Legion Builder, both of which I've reviewed before, the bodies are all one single solid color with no paint, and there's maybe a little bit of paint on the face for the Vampire Legion Builder, but on the Iron Knight, there isn't even any paint on the face. They came with a few accessories, but maybe not as many as one of the standard priced figures. The Shadow Elf Ranger, on the other hand, comes with a ton of accessories and has great paint apps. So let's take a look at this guy. First of all, he comes with a second head, as do a lot of the Legion builders, and he's got the standard brown belt that pretty much every figure comes with. He's got the two different wing attachment pieces and the attachment piece for the shield, so you can put that on his back. But he also comes with shoulder armor, a bow, a single arrow, a quiver, a longsword, a dagger, and a cape. So that's a lot of accessories for a Legion builder. Now let's take a look at the figure. First of all, the body itself isn't molded all in one color. You'll notice you've got the upper arms molded in purple, you've got the gloves and the boots molded in brown, you've got some of these pieces molded in black. So right off the bat, you've got more different colors just from the base of the figure. But on top of that, we've got some coppery gold accents, we've got some metallic blue accents, and there's even some silver here. If you'll notice the armor that's right around the elbows and down kind of near the armpit area. So right off the bat, you've got a lot more color on the body of this figure, a lot more detail in the paintwork than most of the Legion builders that I personally have had before. If you take a look at the head sculpt, it's a really nice sculpt. There's a good bit of paint on here too. It's a blue head with white eyes and white hair and black accents, black eyebrows there. But in addition to that, they could have just left it at that, but they also added the metallic blue for a hairpiece in the back. So they've really added more than they had to for a basic figure. And if you take a look at the second head, you've got the purple hood with the blue face, white eyes, and black accents. So this is a really nice figure. As far as the articulation goes, like all Mythic Legions figures, this figure's got a great range of motion. The head's on a ball joint, so it can circle around in pretty much any direction. The hair prevents it from looking up, but aside from that, you can really pose the head any way you want to. The upper torso is on a joint that gives it a good range of motion right up here, and then you've got swiveling at the lower part of the torso. The shoulders have a good range of motion. They go in and out as well as around. You can also do that with the elbows. They can go up and down, and then you can swivel here at the gauntlet. You can swivel at the wrist, and you can also move the wrists up and down. The legs can go out, but they can also go forward and back. At the knees, they swivel around in a circle, but they can also go back and forward. And at the foot, the ankle swivels around in a circle, but it can also go forward and back and pivot right and left. So as with all of the Mythic Legions figures, you've got a good range of articulation here. Now let's take a look at some of these accessories. I'm going to pop the head off here because we're going to put this cloak on. I think the cape is really nice, but my problem with it is the holes that they've put in here are so close to the top that I think any minute now it's just going to break right through. But the way that you put this cape on, you've got 4 holes here. You align the outer holes with the closest middle hole, like this, and then you just take one of the pieces of shoulder armor. You go through the inner hole, then you fold over the fabric and put the outer hole through the peg as well. And then that goes into the hole on the figure's back. Like so. Then you do the same thing with the other side. I'm going to do that off camera so I can do it more quickly. And here is what it looks like with the cape on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the belt on. I'm going under the arm and over the neck plug so that it goes around like this. And then in the back, you have the slot and you can hook the quiver right into there. There you go. And since he's wearing his cape, I'm going to put the hooded head on this time. And there you go. The Shadow Elf Ranger with his cape, his hood, the belt, and the quiver. I think that looks very nice. Let's put the bow in his hand so you can check him out as a true archer. You'll notice on the bow there are a couple of little nubs right here, and the arrow goes in that slot, so you want that on the top when you're putting the bow in his hand. And I think it's really neat that this comes with a single arrow. The string on the bow, if you've never had one of these bows, is actually an elastic string, so it can be pulled back. And I'm going to pull this off camera to thread the arrow on the bow. As you can see, the notch holds the arrow in place, so even if his arm isn't touching it, it can still be drawn. That way, you just have to have the hand close to it, and it gives the illusion that the hand is what is drawing back the bow. Very clever way of doing this, and I think this figure's great. Let's also take a look at what he looks like with his sword, and what he looks like with his dagger. And here's another one of him with his bow. So there you have it, the Shadow Elf Ranger Legion Builder figure from the Mythic Legions line. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think of the Shadow Elf Ranger? Also, what do you think of the Mythic Legions figures in general? Please give this video a like, share it on social media, and if you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel. And one last thing before I go, if you like toys, you should know about ToyLanta, the biggest toy show in the southeastern United States, held annually just north of Atlanta, Georgia. Visit ToyLanta.com for more information. As always, thanks for watching.